הבנים נקפצו עליי, אזי בימי חשמהנים ופרצו חומות מגדליי.
A story is said about the harness stipler Rebbe, Mordechai Twersky. I think he was the son-in-law of the Divrei Chaim, and when he went to a Rebbe, it was often the Chanukah Rebbe, one of the Rishon Rebbes. And he was always very inspired by the Hadlakas Neiros in Chanukah. He was a young man, very tall and lanky, and he was barely in his 20s when he got married. And he married a very short woman. He, being very serious, went one year to his Rebbe's Chanukah Hadlaka, and his Rebbe called him over, and he asked him, he said, Matchedoiv, when you speak to your wife, do you bend down to her, or does she jump up on a chair to speak to you? And Matchedoiv, the harness stipler, was completely befuddled. This was not a type of humor that he was used to, and his Rebbe was serious, and he was serious. And then the Rebbe looked at him and he says, Mistama, you do what the Gemara does. The Gemara says in Bab Metzia, Ishtecha gutza, gochen v'lachishla. If your wife is short, bend down and whisper to her. So you probably bend down. And again, he was not clear what his Rebbe wanted, but when he got home and he recognized that he lights the Chanukah candles above 3 tvachim, but beneath 10 tvachim, and he realized that he had to bend down, he understood the secret that his Rebbe was trying to impart to him. The Chanukah is the form of Ishtecha gutza gochen v'lachishla. If your wife is short, bend down and whisper to her, meaning that there is something akin to a medrash. A lot of the Sfarim bring it down. I haven't seen it in any authoritative medrash yet, but everything is going to be batal asid lavai except for Chanukah and Purim. Sefer HaTeidah brings it down, others bring it down. Now, that means that Pesach, Sukkot, Shavuos, all going to be obsolete, replaced with new holidays, but Chanukah and Purim will remain. The explanation is that those were mile markers of our instatement as a nation, Pesach, our Kabbalah Satira, Shavuos, Anani Yaakov, Sukkot, and there'll be new Yom Tovs, there'll be new holidays that will eclipse those. The Geula Asida is going to have tremendous celebration. And it's sensible that when a kid is young, you celebrate a bar mitzvah. As he gets older, you celebrate a wedding. Then you celebrate births of his children. And that's how it's going to work also with us as a nation. But those are celebrations that Hashem created. In terms of celebrations that we created, the rabbinic celebrations, which is Purim and Chanukah, those will never be batal. And therefore, those are sort of an invitation where we invite the Rebbeinu Shalom to us, not where the Rebbeinu Shalom is inviting us to him. We're inviting him into our house. And that's the concept of Ishtecha gutza. If your wife is short, meaning us, we're short in comparison to the Rebbeinu Shalom, gochen v'lachishla, the Rebbeinu Shalom will bend down to us and come, and he'll join us. And that's the secret of why the Chanukah candles have to be lit above 3, but beneath 10, to sort of symbolize the idea that it's the Rebbeinu Shalom coming to our house. We're inviting him to our house, and that's something that never gets taken away. Where he comes to us, that's not for him to rescind. What he did for us and the Yom Tovim that he established, those are rescindable. But when he comes to us, that doesn't get rescinded. And therefore, it's very important to understand that we're enjoying a visit from the Shechina Kaviyachal in our houses, the whole Chanukah, to make sure the houses are clean, and to make sure the houses are full of joy, and to make sure that the Simchas Chanukah, like the Simchas Purim, when the Rebbeinu Shalom comes to visit us. And these Yomim Tovim are never batal. I'm wishing everybody a wonderful Chanukah. Thank you very much.
Shmona, Kabashir, Renani. הושיעו